Hello everyone, welcome to the session of Morphology of Flowering Plants, Theory Part 6, and this is going to be the NCERT section 5.8 and 5.9 part. Disclaimer. So in today's session, Morphology of Flowering Plants, 5.8 section that we are going to cover up. That is the semi-technical description of a typical flowering plants. Okay, so understand the semi-technical description of a typical flowering plant. That is the learning objective. To understand the floral diagram and the floral formula and apply the same in other family description. So with the one family description, that is the Solanaceae, today we will able to understand that when we have to describe any plant family, then how we are going to follow the rules and how we are going to describe a particular family, right? So what is the floral diagram, what is floral formula, that we are going to understand with the help of this. Another learning objective is to understand the description of a Solanaceae family. So we will study about detail in the Solanaceae family, that how to describe a particular family. Index part, semi-flowering plant, that is the 5.8 section of the NCERT, and there will be 5.9 section, that is the Solanaceae. At the end we will summarize the today's lecture, and then there will be some NCERT based question. There will be some keynotes, very important keynotes. In that we will understand some of the other families, right, and important terms related to that. There will be some interesting questions related to the chapter or today's lecture, and that all questions that you will solve with your own. Okay, let us start today's session with the semi-technical description of a typical flowering plant, 5.8 section. So morphological features describe the flowering plant. What we study in the morphological feature, how the plant appear. Okay, how the plant appear, what are the different parts of the plant, like stem, roots, flower, fruit, seeds. What are the different parts of the flower? That all we study in the morphological features. Morphological features are those features that show that how the plants appear. That is the appearance of the plant, how the plant appears, right? Description must be brief and use scientific language. This is very, very important. When you are describing any family, then you should use the scientific language, right? The term should be scientific, and description should be in a very brief. It should not be very long sentences or in a detailed paragraph, right? It should be in a brief, but by using scientific language, your description should be. Plant description follows sequence. Now this is the sequence. Whenever you describe any family, this should be the sequence. The first thing, habit. Then it comes roots, stem, leaves and flowers. The sequence is very important. Then there will be the descriptions and with the floral diagram. Okay, there will be a lot of description regarding the root, stem, leaves, flowers. Okay, and there will be the how the seeds are there, what type of seeds are there, what types of fruits are there, right? And then there will be the economic importance as well, economic importance of that particular family, right? There are many plants that provide some economic importance, substances, okay, some chemicals, some fruits, some vegetables, right? So every family is having such type of economic importance, that also you should mention at the end. Now after describing all these, then comes the number of floral diagram and floral formula. Today you will understand how to write the floral formula and how to draw the floral diagram. Whatever you describe in the description of flowers, that will be represented in the floral diagram and floral formula. Okay, the floral formula is represented by some symbols. Let us understand what are those symbols. See, these are some of the floral formula symbols: BR, BR, K, C, P, A, G. Okay, BR means the flower is bracteate. If the flower is having bracts, then in the floral formula you will write BR. It shows that flower is bracteate. No need of writing all those long sentences. With the help of formula only, you will be able to understand, okay, this particular flower is bracteate. K, K for calyx, K for calyx. C for corolla. Okay, when you see the spelling, it is having the calyx with the C and corolla with the C. So you cannot write C for both the things. Okay, so for the calyx we write K and for the corolla we write C. Then there is a perianth. Perianth. We have discussed about what is perianth, right? In some of the plants, like they are not sepals and petals are not differentiated. They are not two other entity, but it becomes one entity. It joins together and forms the perianth like structure. So that is represented by simple P. It is represented by P. Then there will be androecium, the male reproductive organ, androecium, that is represented by A, and gynoecium is represented by G. Okay, this is very, very important. G underlined below, it is underlined below, represented superior ovary. It is represented superior ovary. Okay. When we see the superior ovary is in the condition when all the floral parts besides the ovary is coming from the lower of the ovary when it is attached to the thalamus. Okay, the androecium is coming from the lower of the ovary, the petals is attached, sepals is attached, all is coming from the lower part of the ovary, and ovary at the supreme, at the top of the position. So that is showing the superior ovary. Now in the formula, how you represent that the ovary is superior? G you will underline below like this. And sometime the G is underlined above. Okay, you'll make a line just above the G. Then it shows the inferior ovary. Inferior ovary. Okay, when the ovary is inferior. So this is the condition in which we follow while writing the formula. Okay, while writing the formula we follow these things, like how you represent the superior ovary or inferior ovary in the formula. Okay, now here are some terms you can see. This symbol round with arrow upward, this is showing the male. This is the symbol of male. Okay, now another symbol round with cross downward, that is the symbol of female. That is the symbol of female. So if you are having the male flower, like one of the family, it is having the cucurbitaceae. So cucurbitaceae is having the two separate flowers, male flower separate and female flower separate. So there you will write two different formula, one for the male flower and one for the female flower. But if your flower is bisexual, then the formula will be like this. Okay, round with arrow upward and plus sign downward. So this is showing the male as well as the female part in the same flower. In the same flower. So this is showing the bisexual condition in the flower. Okay, you have read about the actinomorphic and zygomorphic condition. We have discussed yesterday that what is the actinomorphic and what is the zygomorphic. when there is a radial symmetry, right? When the flower can be divided into two equal halves through a plane of axis passing through the central axis, and there is not only one plane, there are number of planes through which you can divide the flower into two equal halves. So that is called as actinomorphic. That is called as actinomorphic. Now, in the case of zygomorphic, only one plane of axis is there that divides the flower into two equal halves. So that is zygomorphic flower. Now, how you represent your whether your flower is actinomorphic or zygomorphic in the floral formula? So here you can see, for actinomorphic you will use this sign, round with plus inside it, and for the zygomorphic flower you represent this percentage sign for the zygomorphic flower. Bracket shows the fusion and the line above the symbols show the adhesion. Okay. Now, if there is a epipetalous condition, we have read about epipetalous. Androeciums are attached to the petals. When androeciums are, that is the male reproductive organ, androecium are attached to the petals. What we call it? We call it as a epipetalous condition. So at that, what you will do? You will write C and A, and over C and A it is attached with the arrow. Okay. So this is showing the adhesion. And also, when all the sepals are united, gamosepalous condition, sepals are united. So you will write the number of sepals. Suppose they are having the 5 sepals. So you will write 5 inside the bracket. The bracket shows that all the sepals are united. Same with the petals. If you are having the 5 petals and all are united, okay, then you will write the number of petals, okay, and then put it in a bracket. So here is a floral diagram that provides the information about the number of parts of a flower, that arrangement and the relation they have with one another. Let us see this floral diagram, then you will be able to understand. So here you can see floral diagram, and below it is written the floral diagram. Okay. So see this structure. This is the round structure. This is the central axis of the flower. There is an axis of a flower, right? And that is also called as mother axis. So that is represented by this. Okay. Whenever you draw the floral diagram, please put a circular or simple the dot circular like this. Okay. Now coming to the floral diagram, you can see this is one of the whorl. And what type of estivation it is? There is overlapping. There is an overlapping. And this overlapping is what type? This overlapping is a definite orientation, right? Definite orientation. Okay. So you can see the sepals is represented by this particular word. 2 of the sepals are outside and 2 of the sepals are inner side, right? And what you see here? This one, petals. See the arrangement of the petals. Petals is having the valvate estivation. Okay, no overlapping is there. Okay. So this is the petals is showing the valvate estivation, whereas the sepals are showing the twisted estivation. And this is the arrangement of the Brassicaceae family. The mustard family. Okay, the mustard family is called as Brassicaceae family. Okay, so two whorls we have seen, the whorls of the sepals, the whorls of the petals. Now coming to the androecium, the third whorl from outside. See, they are present. How many androeciums are there? You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And these are arranged in the two groups. The 4 are inside. This is the 4 inside. Circularly you can see 4 inside and 2 outside. So that is why it is written here androecium, see androecium, 2 plus 4, 2 outside plus 4, 4 inside. Right? So this is the tetradynamous condition. We will study in the keynotes about this particular family. So there you will understand how they are arranged. Okay, tetradynamous condition in the Brassicaceae family we see in the case of androecium arrangement. Now coming to the innermost whorl, gynoecium. Gynoecium, you can see it is two carpels. One carpel is this and two carpel is this, means bicarpellary. Bicarpellary, right? And they are united. They are united. So here you can see it is written in the bracket. It is written in the bracket 2, but they are united. So you write in a bracket. So in the previous slide we have read about the what is the meaning of bracket, right? So if the petals are not united, if the petals are not united, then see how the petals are written 4 and they are not united, means the petals are not fused. So you write simple 4. But if they are united, 4 petals and all 4s are united, then you will write this in a bracket. Okay, so that is the meaning of bracket there. But here we are studying about the Brassicaceae family for this floral diagram. So see, this is an actinomorphic. You can divide the flower from this axis, you can divide the flower from this axis, you can divide the flower from this axis and from this axis as well. So there are number of axes through which you can divide the flower into two equal halves. So this is showing the radial type of symmetry, or you can say it is actinomorphic. Actinomorphic means radial type of symmetry. Okay, coming to the next floral formula. Now see the floral diagram. Both the male and female reproductive organs are there. This is showing the androecium. This one whorl and this is another. So two whorls of androecium, right? And what is inside it? Gynoecium. So male and female reproductive organ both are present inside the same flower. So this is the symbol of bisexual flower. Bisexual flower. Coming to the K. K means calyx, yani sepals. It means sepals. So you are having, this is the arrangement of sepals. Two outside, this is the outside, this is again outside, but two inside. This is inside and this is inside, right? So 2 plus 2. Why we have written 2 plus 2? Because the two sepals are arranged towards the outer side and 2 are arranged toward the inner side. This is the arrangement of this sepals on the floral axis, right? So we write 2 plus 2. Now petals, or you can say corolla. So corolla you can see very simple 4, and it is showing the what type of estivation? It is showing the valvate type of estivation. So very simple, their number is 4. Okay. Androecium, they are arranged in two whorls, 2 plus 4, 2 outside, 4 inside. Gynoecium, it is superior ovary. So here it is underlined, G underline, and 2 carpels, bicarpellary, and both the carpels are fused. So you write 2 in bracket. You write 2 in bracket. So this is the way to draw the floral diagram and to express the floral formula. Same thing, it is expressed in the form of formula as well. Now, the mother axis position is shown by a dot on the top of the floral diagram. We have seen in the floral diagram at the top there is a mother axis. Calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium are drawn in the successive whorls, because you know the calyx is the outermost, then comes the corolla, then come androecium, and in the innermost whorl, what is there? Gynoecium. Gynoecium is the innermost whorl. So you draw the diagram in same orientation. Floral formula shows the cohesion and adhesion between and within the whorls. So how the androecium is attached to the petals, that we see. So there is a cohesion, there is a adhesion, that also you can mention in the floral formula. So the floral diagram and the floral formula represent the mustard plant family Brassicaceae. This we have already discussed, right? Now coming to the Solanaceae family. It is a large family commonly called as the potato family, because your potato belongs to this family only, and potato is a you can say a very important plant of this family. So commonly we call it as a potato family. Solanaceae as a potato family. Now it is widely distributed in tropics, subtropics, and even the temperate zone, right? You divide your globe in the tropics. You divide the globes in the tropics, okay? And subtropics, tropical zone, subtropical zone, temperate zone, right? So this potato is grown in it is widely distributed. It is widely distributed in the tropics. So here you can see the family diagram, okay? Solanum nigrum, macoy. Macoy is a plant, okay? That is a fruit. We eat that fruit, right? Solanum nigrum, and you can see the one of this particular A diagram. This is the flower twig, a twig that bears the leaves, stem, flowers, and also the fruits. B is represented as flower. C is the LS of the flower, longitudinal section of flower. D is showing the stamen. E is representing the carpel, and F is representing the floral diagram. We will see each and every point here. First point, vegetative characteristics. Plant mostly herbs, shrubs, and rarely small trees. So in the Solanaceae family, there are number of plants. Some plants are herbs, very delicate plants, small, okay, herbaceous plant. Some are shrub, bushy appearance, and some are rarely small trees, okay. So this is the one of the vegetative characteristics. And if you see the stem of the Solanaceae, they are herbaceous but rarely woody. Now there are some of the members that are represented as a small trees, right? So they becomes woody, but very less plants are represented as a woody. Aerial and erect. Their stems are present in the aerial, okay, and they are in erect also. Erect means they are standing straight. Cylindrical, they are round in shape, so they are cylindrical. Branch, they are having branching. There is one main stem, and from that the branch comes out. They are solid or hollow. In some of the plants, they are solid stem, but in some other, they are hollow as well. Hairy or glabrous. You must have seen that some of the herbaceous plants are having small hairs on their surface of the stem. So if they are having, you must have seen the tomato plant. If you get a chance to see the tomato plant, please see the stem of the tomato. You will see small hairs on the stem of the plants. So tomato plant is having hairy surface. If they are not having hairy surface, then they are glabrous. If they are smooth, then they are called as glabrous, okay. So both the conditions are there, hairy or glabrous. Underground stem in potato, okay. Generally they are aerial, but sometime there is a modification of the stem in some of the plants. Like in the case of potato, you 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 eat potato every day. We are using this potato in our food, right? In some of the other food preparations. So this potato is what? It is an underground stem. It is not a root, first of all. And if I ask how you can say that they are having like they are considered as a stem, not as a root, what will be the answer? The stem should have nodes and internodes. Every stem is having nodes and internodes. So where you see the nodes and internodes on tuber of potato, you must see the eyes. Okay, there is some notches or depression on the your potato. So that notches are represented as nodes, and from that node only small outgrowth comes out as a small plant. And you cut the potato in 4 pieces, put it in the ground, you will see that every piece will give rise a new plant. But your piece should have that notch, okay, that node. So your potato is a stem, not a root. The scientific name of potato is Solanum tuberosum. Tuberosum means because it is having a tuber-like structure, so it is called as Solanum tuberosum. Next, leaves. Leaves are alternate. This shows the alternate arrangement. You can see here. One leaf is this side, another leaf is this side, right? So this type of arrangement is called as alternate arrangement. Leaves are simple. Okay, they are not compound, they are simple leaves, right? And what other? Rarely pinnately compound, right? And they are exstipulate. They do not have stipules. So it is called as exstipulate. Venation is reticulate. Reticulate type of venation. Now there is a potato which is a tuber, but there you must have heard about the sweet potato as well. But sweet potato is different from potato. Potato is that you eat, that the tuber that you eat is a underground stem, but the sweet potato is root. So don't get confused with that. Okay, sweet potato is a root. It is a modified root. Yes. It is a dicot plant. Solanaceae is a dicot plant. So what type of venation the leaf will have? Reticulate venation. And I have told you that if the plant is monocot, then the venation of the leaf will be parallel type. Okay. Now we will talk about the floral characteristics. We have discussed about the vegetative characteristics. Now comes the floral characteristics. Inflorescence, solitary type. In some of the plant, they are having single flower, and that is called as solitary inflorescence. And that could be axillary or cymose in solanum, type of inflorescence. We are having you have in your syllabus 2 types of inflorescence is mentioned, but there are so many type of inflorescence, but in your syllabus it is only the cymose and racemose type. And if the flower is single, only one flower, then it is called as solitary, right? So basically you are studying 3 different types of inflorescence: solitary, cymose and racemose. In Solanaceae, some of the flowers are showing the solitary type of inflorescence, whereas in the case of Solanum, we are studying the Solanum plant, right? Solanum nigrum. So it is having the cymose type of inflorescence. Flower is bisexual. Bisexual means both the reproductive organs are present in the same flower. Actinomorphic. Actinomorphic. Calyx. Sepals are 5. What is the number of sepals? 5. United, and all the sepals are united. We will see the floral diagram for this united, how it is represented. Persistent. Persistent means it is always there. After the formation of fruit also, you can see the this calyx. Sometime you must have seen the this tomato. You must have seen the red colored tomato, and it is having the twig also with the sepals. With the sepals. So that is why the sepals are persistent. And valvate estivation. Valvate estivation. Corolla. Petals are 5, united, and they are also showing the valvate estivation. Androecium. Stamens are 5 and they are epipetalous, means they are attached to the petals. The stamens are attached to the petals. So we will see in the floral diagram how this epipetalous condition is represented and how it is represented in the floral formula also. This condition, epipetalous. So here you can see the diagram. Okay. This is the mother axis, and it is always prescribed to write, to draw this mother axis whenever you're drawing the floral diagram. Okay. So mother axis is there. This is the sepals. Now count the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What type of estivation is there? It is touching the margin. It is touching the margin. So valvate type of estivation. No overlapping we see in the case of valvate estivation. So here also you can see there is no overlapping, right? Okay, coming to the, and they are united. So they are joined. They are united. So they are joined. This is the thing I was saying. They are united, right? Now coming to the petals. What is the number of petals? Petals 5. Petals 5. If they are free, then this joining will not be there. As we see in the case of Brassicaceae, there is no joining of the sepals, right? There is no joining of the petals. But here you see they are joined together. So this is because it is united, right? Now see the petals, numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they are united. So you can see they are joined at the margin. They are joined at the margin. Valvate estivation. No overlapping is there. Okay. They are just touching the margin, and the margins are joined as well, united. So they are showing the valvate type of estivation. Okay. Coming to the androecium part. Stamens 5. What is the number of stamens? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they are epipetalous. See how they are epipetalous. The margin, where the joining of the margin of the petal, there the androecium joined. At that particular point, the androecium also joined. So it is showing the epipetalous condition in the floral diagram. Every term which you describe, it is represented in the floral diagram. This is the beauty of this floral diagram and floral formula. Because you have to study a lot of the characteristics, right? And you have to apply somewhere in the short. So just by seeing that floral diagram, you can understand what type of petals are there, what type of sepals are there, whether they are free or united, epipetalous condition is there or not, what is the number of stamen, right? Now, gynoecium. The last part is gynoecium. Bicarpellary, obligately placed syncarpous ovary. Okay, syncarpous ovary is superior, bilocular, placenta swollen with many ovules exile placentation, right? So here you can see bicarpellary. This is one of the line that is showing this is one carpel and this is two carpel. and they are not fused. So it is written bicarpellary. Otherwise, if it is only one carpel after fusing, then it should be written monocarpellary. Okay. Obli Obligately placed. So this is obligately placed. Syncarpus. Syncarpus, and ovary is superior. So see the diagram. See the diagram, floral formula. G is underlined. So ovary is superior. Bilocular. Two locules. One of the locule is this and another locule is this. So two locules and they are joined together. So it is put in bracket. Swollen with many ovules and axial type of placentation. So this is represented in the G underline and 2 in bracket. Now actinomorphic, so it is showing the actinomorphic symbol. Bi, the flower is bisexual, so bisexual symbol is there. K written in 5 and bracket. Number of calyx is 5. And why it is written in bracket? Because it is united. You can see all the sepals are united at the margin. So you write in the formula also. You will write it in bracket. Corolla. Corolla is again number is 5. 5 are 5 numbers and they are also united. So you write 5 in bracket. Now androecium. Coming to the androecium. Androeciums are attached to the petals, showing the epipetalous condition. So you will draw the C and A, a line over C and A like this. So this is showing the epipetalous condition. Number of androecium 5. So in this way you can see everything is represented in the floral diagram as well as floral formula. So every family is having such type of floral formula and floral diagram. So in your syllabus only the Solanaceae is there. But if you read this chapter carefully, everywhere it is mentioned that this particular tetradynamous condition or monoadelphous stamen. So it is very important to note down in which type of family these characteristics appear, right? Now coming to the fruits. What type of fruits they are having the Solanaceae? Berry or capsule. This is a type of fruit. You have studied about the drupe only. But there is a berry also and there is a capsule also. Seeds. Seeds are many in number and they are endospermous. Endospermous means endosperm is there and they retain some food material in it, right? Economic importance of the Solanaceae. Many plants from the Solanaceae family provide food. Tomato, brinjal, potato. This family is very, very important. In your kitchen, most of the spices and most of the vegetables, see, it is coming from the Solanaceae family. Tomato, potato, brinjal, all comes from this family, Solanaceae. Use for the spices like chili. Chili is one of the very, very important part of your spices. So that also belongs to this Solanaceae family. Source of medicine like bellona, atropa belladonna, ashwagandha. These are the two medicine that are very important. That also comes from this family only. Okay, belladonna and ashwagandha. Fumigatory plants like tobacco. You know that tobacco, okay? The cigarette is made from the tobacco only. So this comes under the fumigatory plants, okay? So this tobacco also belongs to this Solanaceae family. So now you understand how important this family is. Ornamental plants like petunia. Petunia flower is very, very important because first time when you dissect the flower in your schools, this particular flower is given to you to see the different floral parts. petals, sepals, androecium and gynoecium, right? And it is very brightly colored, petunia. So this is one of the ornamental plant also, right? Summary: Solanaceae, that is nightshade family. This family is also called nightshade, and it is a diverse family of the flowering plants comprising about 98 genera. See the number of plants. They are having 98 genera and 2,700 species, right? So this is one of the big family of a dicot plant. Nightshade, because your one of the night uh, queen uh, plant, that also belong to this Solanaceae only. Okay. Plants in this family are typically herbs, shrubs, trees or vines. See, some of the plants are herbs, some of the shrubs, some are trees, and some are vines also. Vines means the very climbing plants. Okay, weak plant that climbs on some of the support. Leaves are usually alternate and simple type. Flowers are typically actinomorphic, showing the radial type of symmetry, and with 5 fused petals and sepal. Fused petals and sepal means they are united. And they have 5 stamens attached to the corolla tube as well. The ovary is superior with 2 fused carpels, and the fruit can be berry. Berry type of fruit we find in the case of tomato and eggplant. What is eggplant? Brinjal. Brinjal is the eggplant. Or capsule type of fruit we see in the case of tobacco and petunia. Tobacco and petunia. So this point is important. Berry type of fruit, tomato and eggplant, and capsule we find in the case of tobacco and petunia. Many species contain the toxic alkaloid. They contain toxic alkaloid. And the family includes many economically important crop and ornamental plants that we have already seen. Now, one of the question that is based on the NCERT, what does K, C, A and G represent in the formula? Let us see the answer. K for calyx, that is the sepals. C for corolla, that is the petals. A for androecium, okay, all the stamens unitedly called as androecium. And G for gynoecium, all the carpels unitedly called as gynoecium. Next question, what are the characteristic feature of the flowers in Malvaceae? Malvaceae. Malvaceae family example is cotton plant. 5 petals and 5 sepals. First thing, numerous stamens and fused into one staminal tube. Hibiscus plant also belong to the Malvaceae, and you must have seen there is a tube-like structure emerging from the center of the flower from the hibiscus, and all the stamens are attached to this staminal tube. Please see the hibiscus flower carefully, then you will understand this particular point. Numerous stamens fused into a staminal tube. Epicalyx present in many species. This is also one of the very important characteristics of the Malvaceae. Actinomorphic, radial symmetry. Usually large and showy flowers. Flowers are usually large in size. Next question. What is the common name for the Solanaceae family? Name some economically important food crops from the Solanaceae family. Nightshade family, this is the common name. And potato, commonly, scientifically it is called as Solanum tuberosum. Tomato, it is called as Solanum lycopersicum. Eggplant or brinjal, it is called as Solanum melanogena. Bell peppers and chili peppers, capsicum species. Bell pepper means that Shimla mirch we call it in Hindi. Okay, and chili peppers that you chili flakes, from that we make the chili flakes, right? So that is the capsicum species, both. So these are all very, very important plants from this Solanaceae. Now, keynotes, very important. Important characteristic of the Brassicaceae family. We have seen the floral formula and floral diagram. Now, let us see some of the characteristics. Brassica plant are the pungent herbs with a diversity of growth habits. Okay, they are having some pungent smell. When you take the plant stem, you just rub the stem and smell it, then you will get some pungent herb. Your mustard belong to this family, and your mustard oil is also having that pungent smell, right? Leaves are alternate, often in basal rosette structure. In some of the plant, the internodal portion is not well developed, so they show the rosette type of arrangement without stipules and often with a mustard taste. Inflorescence usually a slender raceme without bracts or bracteoles. So inflorescence is slender raceme. It is not having any bracts or bracteoles. Now you know what is bracts. Some of the leaves that transform into petals like appearance, and they are brightly colored. So that thing is absent totally in the case of Brassicaceae. Flowers regular with 4 sepals, 4 petals arranged in form of cross. Okay, 4. If 4 petals are arranged in a form of cross, right? And that is why this family commonly called as cruciform family. This is also called as cruciform family. And here the term cruciform comes from this cross appearance of the 4 petals and 4 sepals. Very, very important point. Stamen 6. Stamens, number of stamen is 6. Usually 4 long stamens and 2 short stamens. So this condition is called as tetradynamous condition. Here you can see, this is the gynoecium and this is longer stamen. 4 longer stamen inside and 2 shorter stamen outside. Okay, so this is the tetradynamous condition. And you can see the 4 petals, 2 petals outside, 2 petals inside, and the sepals, and the petals are showing the valvate estivation like this. So it is present in a cross form. That is why it is called as cruciferi. And mustard is a very, very important plant of this. Now here you can see ebracteate. Ebracteate means no bract is present. Bract is absent. So you write EBR. And if the bract is present in any of the family, then you will write BR. Capital B, small r, BR. But here it is ebracteate, so you will write EBR. Actinomorphic, bisexual, calyx 2 plus 2. Why it is 2 plus 2? Because 2 are arranged outside and 2 are arranged inside. So 2 plus 2. Corolla, number of corolla 4. Androecium, 2 outside shorter and 4 inside longer. So 2 plus 4. Gynoecium, 2, and if it is underlined like this, then also it is a superior. Okay, bracket. Now Fabaceae family. Characteristic of a Fabaceae family. The root contain the root knobs that have the nitrogen fixing microscopic organisms, that is rhizobium. Okay, this Fabaceae family is having the root nodules, and inside the root nodule there is a presence of rhizobium bacteria that help in the process of nitrogen fixation. Leaves are generally pinnatous and spirally arranged, organized, pulvinous of the leaves, and individual pamphlets are advanced. So they are having the pulvinous like thing. The flowers are often 5 greatly fused sepals and 5 free petals. So here you can see Fabaceae means pea plant family. You can see the leaves, okay, pinnatus, and the apex leaf transformed into the tendrils. You can see they are having the tendrils. See the flower. The flower is having the 5 petals. This is first petal, that is called as standard petals. Then 2 wing petal and 2 keel petal. These 2 keel petals are united actually. Okay, it is united. And calyx, you can see the calyx are joined together. Okay, androecium, see the number of androecium, 10, total 10, but 9 are in one group and 1 is left in another group. So 9 plus 1 arrangement. They are generally hermaphroditic. Hermaphrodite means bisexual. Both the male and female reproductive organs are present in the same flower. And short, hypanthium, usually cup shaped. They are normally 10 stamens, 9 plus 1, and this arrangement is called as didynamous arrangement. So don't forget two terms, tetradynamous condition and didynamous arrangement. Okay, 9 plus 1 arrangement is called as didynamous arrangement, and one elongated superior ovary with curved style. They are usually arranged in indeterminate inflorescence. So this is the description of the Fabaceae family. Now Malvaceae family. Malvaceae family is also known as mallow family. Mallow family. Because mallow is one of the plant that belongs to this family, and leaves are typically simple, alternate, and often palmately veined. The flowers is usually bisexual. Both the male and female reproductive organ are there. Radial symmetry, actinomorphic. Now, one of the member of the Malvaceae family is your hibiscus plant. Another is cotton plant. Brinjal, ladyfinger also belong to this family. Many Malvaceae plants have apicalyx, which is whorl or a bracts, modified leaves. Now they are having, some of the plants are having bracts in it. So this is the flower, globe mallow. This is the hibiscus, right? And this is one of the flower that is showing the bracts along with the petals. A distinctive feature of the stamen that is called as monoadelphous androecium. Monoadelphous androecium. This term is coming second time, right? In the flower you can see there is, here you can see the diagram. See this diagram. One tube-like structure is emerging out, and here you can see all the stamens are attached to this tube-like structure, right? So this is why it is called as monoadelphous. And gynoecium consists of multiple carpels. Many carpels are there, which are usually united. The fruits of Malvaceae vary, but they can be capsules and schizocarp. The family has a significant economic important plants like cotton, okra. Okra is your ladyfinger, and cocoa. Okay, hibiscus is also there in this family. Next family, very important, Liliaceae. Liliaceae belongs to the monocot. Liliaceae family commonly known as lily family, because lily is one of the very important plant of this family. Liliaceae, lily family. They are herbaceous perennials with a fibrous root system. Okay, they are having the fibrous root system. And where you find the fibrous root system? In monocot, because the dicot is having the taproot system, right? They are herbs like. They are not very strong or woody stem. They are herbaceous. They often grow with the help of bulbs, corms, or rhizomes. You see onion? Onion? That also belong to this family only. Liliaceae. You see the gladiolus flower? Okay, that also having the bulbs, and that also belong to this Liliaceae. Their leaves are typically simple, alternate, and have parallel venation. You know, parallel venation is found in the monocot only, right? And reticulate type of venation is found in the dicot. So here you can see parallel venation. They are having the parallel venation. Flowers are generally bisexual. Both the male and female reproductive organ they possesses, they are showing the actinomorphic symmetry and hypogynous condition. Here you can see this is the bulbs, okay, and this is the stems, leaves, and leaves are having the parallel venation. They leaves are fleshy, sometimes they are having the fleshy leaves, and that is why we consume the green leaves of uh, onion in our food, right? Now they are, see the flower inflorescence, they are having the bract, they are having the peduncle, and see this flower, one flower. You can see they are having the perianth. Perianth means sepals and petals got fused together and they form the perianth. Now if we talk about the flowers, they have 6 tepals. Instead of petals, it is called as tepals. Undifferentiated petals and sepals. You cannot differentiate the sepals and petals. They are so united together, then it is called as tepals. And in 2 whorls, they are present in 2 whorls, 6 stamen and a superior trilocular ovary. Trilocular, very important. We have seen the bilocular, but here it is trilocular. Liliaceae flowers have 6 tepals arranged in the 2 whorls of 3, often resembling the petals, and 6 stamen. It shows that it is a petal, but actually it is a tepals. And it is arranged in 2 whorls. The fruit is typically capsule and the seeds are endospermic. The family include many economically important plants like onion, garlic, asparagus, and various ornamental plants like lilies and tulip. These lilies and tulip also belong to this. So here you can see the 2 arrangement. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, and they are arranged in 2 whorls. It is looking like it is present in 1 whorl, but it is actually in the 2 whorls. Okay, tepals are arranged in 2 whorls. Now some interesting question that you will solve with your own. First one, compare and contrast the fruit type found in the different genera of the Solanaceae. So how many types of fruits are found in the genera of Solanaceae? Okay, provide a specific example to support your answer. You have to write the specific examples, okay, that this type of fruit is found in this type of members, like this. Next question, compare and contrast the following terms used in family descriptions. Syncarpus versus Apocarpus. And you have to write the family also. Okay, with the help of family you will describe this differences. Superior and inferior ovary. Now you will write one of the family in which you find the superior ovary and one of the description for the inferior ovary with the family. Next question. What are the main morphological differences between the bracts and apicalyx? These terms are very, very important, right? What is the morphological difference? How the bracts are different from the apicalyx, right? Explain with examples. And the next question, tetradynamous condition is a characteristic of which plant family? Give examples of common plant showing this particular features. And last one, what does the monoadelphous mean in the terms of stamen arrangement? Illustrate with an examples, right? So these are some very interesting questions you should solve with your own. Okay. So thank you very much. This is all about today's session. We will meet again same time. Okay. So thank you very much.